Hey everybody, welcome back to World History with Mr. Finn. If you remember, we left off with the Spanish and Hernan Cortez conquistadors coming to America and meeting the Aztecs and Montezuma, who was the leader of the Aztecs. The Aztecs believed that the Spanish were their gods returning to them. Unfortunately for them, that was a misread because the Spanish conquistadors were there, and when they heard that the Aztecs had gold, it was going to be a long ride for the Aztecs. Now, the question was, Montezuma. The question was, last class, what do you think is going to happen to Montezuma? Now, Montezuma, if you remember, had been taken captive by the Aztecs and Cortez, and they would wheel him out every few weeks to address the crowds and his people and say, hey, everything's great. These guys are fantastic. They're treating me great. No problems here. But his people started to get suspicious of what was happening. And as they do, they start to realize that these Spanish are not gods returning to them. They are just men. And Montezuma, they believe, has lost the favor of the gods to rule. And so Montezuma's own people begin to get suspicious of him. And eventually, unfortunately for Montezuma, his end, which was your question, his own people will attack Montezuma. Kill with our arrow Montezuma, unfortunately. So we have our unhappy Montezuma. It is a poor end for Montezuma. He is taken captive by the Spanish. He is wheeled out to say everything's great. His people believe that he has lost favor of the gods. They throw stones at him and other things, and he gets attacked, and his own people end up taking him out. And that's it's a sad end for Montezuma. The Spanish now. The Spanish see Montezuma being attacked, and they know, hey, our tricks are up. The Aztec people know that we are not gods. Montezuma was our captive. We need to get out of here. And so the Spanish run for the hills. They get out of the capital city of Tenochtitlan, which is in modern-day Mexico City, a large, sprawling city with upwards of 80,000 people. And so what happens next is a term that we had last class, smallpox. The Spanish leave the city, but they also left behind smallpox. And if you remember, we said smallpox was a very contagious disease. The people in America had not been exposed to it before, so it spreads like wildfire in this city, and the Aztecs start to lose like half of their population, die because they catch smallpox. Now, Cortez and the conquistadors had gotten away. Many of the Aztecs are going to die because of smallpox. And so when the Spanish return to start the battle with the Aztecs, we find that we're going to see, the Spanish have a little bit easier time because half the population has perished or died. And then they also have things like cannons and swords and horses. You are going to they have all these modern weapons from Europe that the Aztecs did not have. And so it's going to make it a little bit easier for the Spanish to conquer the Aztecs. This is the big battle that's going to leave Spain in control of modern-day Mexico. Because once they have defeated the Aztecs, there's no other large empire in that area that is going to stop them. So once they have conquered the Aztecs, after they come back, smallpox has decimated the Aztecs. They take over the city, they dismantle everything, they destroy much of the culture of the Aztecs, and we're left with Spain beginning to get rich off of this new world for them. Again, people lived here, it was just new for the Europeans. And when they get here and they find all this gold, we are going to see that this is going to lead to Spain is the number one power in really the entire world, because they're going to come here and get rich off the gold. They're going to create a whole fleet of ships. Spain is going to get very rich and powerful. Now this is going to start a domino. And if you know what dominoes are, they will knock one over and then the rest follow. And so we are going to see Spain be the first, but now other countries see what has happened for Spain. Other countries say, hey, Spain got really rich, really powerful. There's this whole new continent, North America, South America, there's two of them. Maybe we should get out there and get to America, and we can be rich and powerful just like Spain. And so other countries that you're going to see from Europe are going to be England. England and France are pretty much the big ones. You'll also see the Dutch come to America as well. But you're going to see a lot of these European countries, Portugal is another one, going to start to come to America because they see how great Spain is doing based off of what they got from America. That is going to be the end of our Spanish saga right now. They came to America, meet with the Aztecs, conquer the Aztecs. They are now in control of modern-day Mexico. Where we're going to get to, and what's important for us, is going to be, leave one country up here. It's going to be England, because England is going to be the country that comes to the modern-day United States of America East Coast. And so what you're going to do today for the assignment is you're going to give me the 5 W's of Jamestown. Jamestown is where our story starts for the United States of America. Jamestown is, well, you know what? It's your assignment. I'll let you find out the answers. But the 5 W's, if you're not sure what they are, who, what, where, why, and when. Who, what, where, why, and when. This is what I want from you. I want you to look up Jamestown. Tell me who was there, some of the people, the leaders, what is it, where was it, why did they come here? I mean, we know kind of the reason why already, but see why they come there. And then when did this happen? Now, this will give you a little bit of prior knowledge for next class when we start to look at Jamestown and see how the English are going to expand from this area, and we'll start really getting into American history. All right, I'll see you next class. Have a great day.